My story started during the final 2 years of high school when I got very interested in maths because of a very inspiring tutor I had. And that's when I decided to study maths at the university. I realized very early in my degree that I very much preferred pure mathematics, so I continued to do a master's in pure mathematics. And that's when I got very interested in complex analysis, and I decided to do my master's thesis on this topic. I was very lucky because my supervisor was excellent and I very much enjoyed the project. So I decided to move and do a PhD in a related area. And that's when I first arrived at the Open University in 2013 to do a PhD in complex dynamics, which is an area that combines complex analysis and dynamical systems. And it's an area where we can generate some of the fractal sets you may have seen. You can see here, for example, this is one of our OU books. I absolutely loved my time as a PhD student, and the support I received from my supervisors and everyone else at the School of Maths and Stats was outstanding. After my PhD, I worked as a researcher at several universities and research institutes around the world, until a couple of years ago, when I started my new role as a lecturer of pure mathematics at the Open University. I have been extremely fortunate to have had outstanding mentors and supervisors who supported me at all steps of my career. Specifically, my PhD supervisors, who are now my colleagues, have been brilliant teachers and a constant source of advice for me. My career path hasn't been straightforward, so I can completely understand that it can be difficult nowadays to follow a career in academia or in maths. However, I enjoyed very much doing a PhD, and I love doing research in maths and discussing with colleagues about maths. So my advice would be to do what you love. And please try to remember that there are several different career paths you can follow with a degree or a PhD in mathematics. There is a lot of good work that has been done towards supporting women in maths, but I've heard comments on women getting jobs or being invited to events just because they are women. So I think male colleagues should act as advocates and stand up for women whenever they are present in such conversations. It's actually more powerful when a reply comes from a male colleague. I've worked at several universities and research institutes around the world, and I must say that the School of Maths and Stats at the Open University is by far the most friendly and supportive environment I've worked in. And I really like, and I find it very important, that there is no competition among colleagues at the OU, and also that there are several women at all seniority levels who can support female colleagues, and they can also act as role models.